Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now, first off, my apologies because I am a little bit poor as far as Red Dead goes at the moment. I haven't been playing it too often, so that's my excuse for why this might not be extremely accurate. But in this episode,
I take pride in my selection here. Everything here is of exceptional quality.
okay, then in this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to dress like Rooster Cogburn from the remake of True Grit.
Farrell, I want you and your brother to stand clear. You as well, Doctor. I have no interest in you today.
What is your intention, Rooster? You think 1-on-4 is a dog fall?
I mean to kill you in 1 minute, Ned. Or see you hanged in Fort Smith at Judge Parker's convenience. Which will you have?
I call that bold talk for a one-eyed fat man.
Fill your hand, you son of a bitch!
Now, let's get to it. Alright, so starting off with hats. I failed quite a bit to find a hat that really looked like his, but I'm going to throw a few suggestions, but ultimately I went with the stalker hat in this color. But your other options are let's see, where is it? This one could work, but I'd use this as kind of a last resort. Like, that's the only thing he had, didn't you? But eh. I did consider using the Kerrigan hat, but it didn't come in the right color, and the brim wasn't flat enough. If you wanted, you might be able to pull it off with the Kennedy hat, but again, I don't think the brim's flat enough. The Warren Flop hat could work, but I didn't really like it because it was made out of leather. The Cayuga hat, same problems as the Kennedy hat. The Cutter hat is just kind of, it doesn't really fit. And the military slouch hat actually does fit the part fairly well. I just didn't like the crown and how it has the bent up brim. So yeah, I went with the stalker hat. Moving on, there actually is eyewear for this outfit. Now, if you can, go with the all black, pretty much any just solid black eye patch would work. I went the Rafferty one because I thought that it looked the best. Even though it is, it does have the pattern on it. It's not nearly as noticeable as the other one. Plus, I can't afford the normal one. But yeah, it has but solid black. And the only real problem that I have with it is it's square instead of rounded, and it's on the wrong eye. But moving on. No masks, no bandanas, neckwear. Now, in the movie, he has some sort of weird blue necktie, but I couldn't find anything similar to that. Like, thought about using this, I figured it didn't fit very well. Ultimately, I went with the blue narrow neckerchief. Coats. For coats, I went with the dark gray classic frock coat, because I just figured that it looked the best. The light gray one could work as well, and to some extent the black one could also work, but I figured this is the best one. And that's actually about the only option for that one. Vests. Now, in the movie, he has a coat on under it, and his gray coat is kind of worn over it. So, in order to try to replicate that, I went with the double-breasted lapelled vest because it kind of does sell the look of a coat under another coat. For shirts, you can't really see his shirt past the neckerchief, but I went with the everyday overshirt in this tan color. Although, if you ask me, the collar overshirt could also work for that. Moving on, no suspenders, you won't see them. No gauntlets gloves. Now in the movie he has a pair of brown gloves, so I went through on the urban gloves in this nice worn red-brown color because I figured that sold look the best. No rings, no belts, no buckles. Weapons equipment. Now looking at his, he actually wears his a lot higher. But I went with the gunslinger gun belt in this red-brown color. Figured it worked best. No trinkets, no. If you want, you can throw on an offhand holster. I didn't just because he only carries the one gun on him. He does have the 2 Colt Navies as horse revolvers, I do believe, though. But I just didn't see an offhand holster that really looked that good. And no bandoliers. For pants, I just went with the Dunster pants because I thought they matched. The only problem with them is they could tend to be a little bit baggier. But if you ain't got those, you can use these. The brown studded pants. The depot pants do not apparently have that. The Clark pants could work. I think they're a bit too dirty for it though. And
if you need a nice place
yeah.
to try on your clothes, my changing room is available.
No chaps, boots. Gonna roll with the worn rubber boots and just solid black because that's the best I could see. If you want to go with the square toe, you can. I couldn't really tell what type of boots he was wearing. And for once, no spurs because I don't know.
Well, you're welcome to try.
Yeah, let's go and I'll show you his hair.
Welcome. Please, take a seat.
Alright, for hair, I went with the facial stubble, of course, because it's hard to tell in the movie if he actually has any or not, but I threw it on there because I figured he probably would if he was out in the wilderness for that long. Facial hair, I threw on the goatee in color 17 because it looked gray with some bits of blonde in it. And the wild chop hair in color 17 because same reason. And don't forget to put pomade in. If you don't put pomade in, it kind of looks weird.
Hands 4 times after he was through.
But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below who else you'd like to see me do a video on, and I might just do it. Yeah. That's it for this one. Have a good one. Adios.